4.
Teka.
Today is Sunday. Good morning, Philippines. Today is Sunday, August 16. And good morning also, Singapore. Because we have a guest right now from Singapore, live from Singapore. Okay? And we have lots of guests from the Philippines, the celebrity online seller, mostly women. What happened to the men? Okay, and maybe it's
Yeah.
a diary thesis already. So let's start the show. I'm Bart Abaya. I'm your Barter King, and this is online mentoring. Okay, online business mentoring. Let me introduce to you my co-host, the founder of Success Abundance in Business Consultancy or SAB. Let's welcome Mentor Arnold Sabado.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Hello, nice to be back again. So today we will have a very exciting topic, just as before, and now we are having somebody abroad. We have a special guest all the way from Singapore, and also we have lovely ladies, lovely businesswomen who will be sharing tips and guides for us in order to become successful as well. So stay tuned.
Okay, Arnold. Okay,
Yes, sir,
those
Bart.
are Iron Lady. Okay, there's no the Iron Lady, and there
Iron
are
Lady. Mm.
pandemic celebrity online seller. Most of
Oh,
them are
mm,
millionaires already. Okay, selling
okay.
essential product during the pandemic crisis. So it's a
Ah,
good inspiration and tip and some guidance from them how to be a successful pandemic celebrity online seller during this crisis.
yeah.
Arnold.
Basically, that's what we need right now because a lot of the sellers have been struggling, and I guess from coming from tips coming from the celebrity online sellers that we're guesting right now, they will be able to improve their craft. Our kababayans, those who are listening and those who are watching right now, will be able to get tips and bits of advices so that later they will be able to apply it in their respective businesses. That's good.
And also, the today, so we will be giving 10 gift to the lucky viewer who will type Mary's hand. Okay? Take note that free exciting gift from Mary's hand who will who will make a comment on Mary's hand. Okay? But now,
That's interesting.
let's continue with of honor. Okay. On my right, uh, from Singapore, ladies, the traditional is ladies first, but now it's ladies man. uh, meet Chef from Singapore, the founder, owner of Mount Apo Coffee and Delights. Take note, it's Singapore. Wow. Mount Apo, one of the
Oh,
tallest mountain, in the Philippines, Mount Apo. Okay, so but he's from Singapore, and another guest is from Philippines. Let me hear, Chef Tony. Okay, good morning, Chef Tony from Singapore. How are you?
hi,
Hi, good
Sir Tony.
morning.
Yeah, chef.
Yeah, Chef Tony, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good morning, everybody.
Good, especially the Davao people. Singapore.
morning, everybody. Yeah. I'm Chef Tony. Okay. What you call? Actually, I do not know whether I should be still classified as a chef because I don't really cook now. Okay, only probably domestic cooking and for the families, for loved ones. But I'm actually now going behind the scenes and doing a lot of consultancy work and because I've been in the F&B business for 25 years, I travel to a lot of ASEAN countries. I learned a lot of their dishes. I know what are the core pertinent profile of each dish. And I spend a lot of time in the Philippines as well, right? Uh, but right pre-COVID, okay, I am planning handover of all my business interests, and I have already been semi-retired in a way for the past 5 years. And what you call, I should be retiring in the Philippines this year, but came
Oh,
COVID,
Oh,
and a lot of things have
congratulations.
changed.
congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened is this now. In Singapore, the situation is not. I cannot represent Singapore here, but as a personal perspective, what I can share with you is the situation is not really very good, but we have always the silver lining there, and we all must be positive. Transform, change, or perish. That is the whole
Mhm.
game now. Okay. So
Nice.
a lot of people during the what we call the COVID-19 pandemic have transformed digitally into online platforms and things like this. So uh, we are undergoing a tremendous speed of transformation, which means a tremendous speed of opportunities are opening up. Okay, for online platforms. All right, and this is something good. Previously, the old mindset is always brick and mortar, right? Well, retail and things like this. But now the game has changed. Okay, the game has changed. Restaurants here are feeling the pinch because of dine-in, social distancing, and all this. But they all are going online. Okay, and with this online platform, food is being delivered. You know, and other products are being delivered and what you call to the convenience of home. We do not know how long this virus will stay with us, but we need to change. Our mindset need to change. Okay, and that is what is the current situation now. Our government has spent almost 100 billion. Okay, to transform the whole economy, to help the people in transformation, to upgrade skills, and to what you call help in the social net and things like this. Okay, so this is where we all have to go forward together. Not only us, yourself in the Philippines, keep safe, and as we maneuver this storm together, you all have been through typhoons, you all have been
Yeah.
through earthquakes, you all have been through terrorist attack. Okay, Singapore has not. Honestly, Singapore has not. Okay, been through any of these natural disaster storm. Okay, which we are trying very hard to figure out how to navigate this. Okay, As for myself, I've seen what you call too much in life. Okay, I've seen too much in life. Even the last Davao City Rojas night market bombing, I was there.
Mm.
Okay,
Oh.
I experienced terrorist attack firsthand. Okay, I happened to be visiting Davao at that time. So, you know, I have been through typhoons and what you call in Hong Kong, and I've been through the high seas, and I've been through the coldest winter in Hamburg, and things like this. So for me, is just go on my life, but transform. Okay, for my age, coming to 60 now, okay, 50 plus, late mid 50s, okay, to transform is not easy. It is a very tedious process, but need be, we have to, we got to, there's no choice. Okay, but with the opportunities that are opening up, international trade, you know, is much needed, especially in food sustainability. Okay, look towards the food superhighway. Those of you who are in the food, and what you call, make it a dual carriage superhighway where food from Philippines will be coming to Singapore, and food products from Singapore could be going to Philippines. Okay, and this is time that we can look towards how to barter. All right. So Barter King, yeah, brother, this
Yeah,
is your show. You know how to barter trade now. Okay,
yeah.
you have to teach us as the mentor. Okay,
Uh,
with
Chef,
Okay.
regards with
Chef Tony,
regards to, yeah,
yeah, can I ask something? I received a question. Uh,
yeah.
Somebody was asking, what made you decide to uh, stay here in the Philippines and decide to
Retire
retire? So,
in the
Okay.
Philippines. That
Uh, I spent quite a bit of time working in the Philippines, okay,
mhm.
and what you call, as one of those people who are involved in the food culture, okay. I once was with street food, and I tried to develop the street food, what you call, even the new Rojas in Davao City. There was some ideas that I shared with the city council to get it moving, uh, what you call, into a new Rojas after the devastation, right?
Mhm.
And I work with the Dizon farms in their
Decent
bringing
part.
their products to Singapore. I
Okay.
I created uh, most of the, okay, one of my specialty is dealing with crocodiles. I'm one of the celebrated,
crocodile.
uh, yeah, which is non-halal. I'm
Crocodiles.
sorry, which is non-halal, but
Yeah.
okay, which is my very specialty. Okay, I'm one of the undisputed crocodile chefs in the world. Okay,
Wow.
okay, and I actually roasted the crocodile for your president's Thanksgiving
Oh,
in
really?
Davao City. Yes,
Wow.
you can go on YouTube and you can see my picture, my
President
process of
Duterte,
roasting.
Tony?
Mm.
President Duterte? You cook
Yes,
President
yeah,
Duterte of crocodile?
yes. Okay, and
Amazing.
what you call, I work with the crocodile farm to, what you call, use the crocodile meat, which was a byproduct, to become local dishes and delicacies. Okay, so I also work with the Bangladesh side, who actually crocodile is non-halal, is haram. So they
Yeah.
cannot they cannot sell the meat, neither could they eat. But if this famine out there, shortage of food and all kind of things, so I work with them to harvest the meat and make to pet food and sell them into the pet industry and getting the money back through a win-win channel to a pet foods manufacturer and money for the poor to feed the poor.
Mm,
Yeah,
You
nice.
know,
that's a
so
noble
you
cause.
you see when things that you cannot eat, for example, due to religious belief or things like this, but it is food per se. As a chef, to me, I eat anything that you dare to serve, and I will cook anything that you want. Okay, but uh, because of religious and personal preference and beliefs,
Mm.
okay, some food ostracized, but food being food, let's not waste it. Okay, so uh, what do you call that is how I did with Bangladesh, the Muslims. Okay, all the creatures, most of them are being sent to US. Okay, donated in exchange whatever sales they have. You know, the money goes back to Bangladesh and becomes part of what call as you know, for it is a part of it, lah. One of right. So in the Philippines, I developed crocodile adobo. We have crocodile ice cream, we have whatever, and
Crocodile ice
about
cream.
city, yeah,
Whoa.
okay, crocodile lechon, you know,
Crocodile.
Mhm.
and yeah. So all this in Davao City you can find a lot of it. And in some parts of Manila you can find it also. But those of you who are Muslim, please don't. Okay? Ini
No,
haram though.
it's
Okay?
haram.
It's
Haram, yeah.
haram. Okay? So what you call I understand the Muslim culture. I'm working with the Singapore Muslims as well. Okay, to create Chinese food into Muslim food because as a chef, I taste all kind of food. So when you want to evolve it to allow another people of another uh, what you call ethnic group who has certain religious restrictions, you must know the taste profile to evolve the food. Okay, this is what I've been doing, and then I'm the first one to bring the what you call the Philippine pomelos, the pink pomelos to Singapore, right?
Ah,
And we
I've
brought
seen
Mm.
one
that.
whole container load, you know. We brought an entire container load, but it did not do well in Singapore, sadly. Okay, because Singapore pre-COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID, I do not know. We have not tried yet, right? But pre-COVID, Singaporeans were eating with their eyes. Okay,
Mm.
the product must be Instagrammable. It must look nice. It must So, but sadly, the pomelos there doesn't look nice. It is not big, and but it is juicy and sweet. But people just well, the trend was social media was
Mm.
Instagrammable and
Mm.
the size and of course the price, right? Because for the Filipinos in Singapore, they say, "Hey, I can get this in the Philippines for so much, so much, so much," but they didn't realize the tax, the freight, the handling, the retail outlets that need to pay rent and everything. So it
Yeah.
adds up that it became double the price and they could not accept it that much. So we actually discontinued. And then the Dizon has a coffee plantation in Mount Apo. That was when I was there and what you call while helping them do some work at the crocodile farm. I was also doing their uh, coffee, and I brought their coffee to Singapore. And well, it did not sell very well. Okay, it did not sell very well because Singaporeans are well, we could not penetrate because Filipinos sadly are non-coffee drinkers. Okay, so Singaporeans is spoiled for choice for coffee. Coffee all over the world is here. Your branding is not strong. You struggle. We struggled for 2 years, and we come out. I'm okay, and but then we because we pair it with food, I introduce it to Singaporeans, and Singaporeans are the one actually drinking, not Filipinos. The Davao Mount Apo coffee, but when the it is now online that you can buy direct from Davao City, okay, from Mount Apo, the distributor there, okay, we discontinued it. So we just create the awareness, the publicity, and the demand. Okay,
Mhm.
this is what I've been doing over the last 3 years. Products create the publicity, the demand. Okay, and from there we leave it to the owners to do
Singaporeans.
e-commerce. Okay,
Mhm.
e-commerce is the way to go. That's also part
Yeah,
of it. But
that's true,
having
Tony.
said
That's
that,
true.
huh?
That's
But
true. E-commerce.
but
Yeah.
but having said that, okay, make sure the security issues are there.
Yeah.
Okay, recent days, in this COVID, we saw a lot of scams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
Yes.
okay, especially certain platforms and all. They when you have no control over the payment, where it is controlled, payment is to a third party, and what you call that is actually a danger. Okay, the third party control your payment, and products are being delivered, payment is being uh, secured by the third party. If the third party just disappear, your money is gone. Okay,
Okay.
and the customers will come after you
Yeah.
because
And what's
that
the
is the payment
penalty in
way.
Singapore?
Yeah,
Tony,
that is
Tony,
the payment. Yeah.
what's the penalty of scammer in Singapore?
Mm, okay. Scamming in Singapore has started, right? Has started. Now the police is educating what you call people to beware of scammers, beware of scam platform. Some of them put up counterfeit products and what
Mhm.
you call at a certain price, and they know that if they put too cheap, people will not believe them, so they make it as what you call fire sales, whatever, 20% discount, 30% discount. You can return the product within 7 days, full refund and all this. So it's a one-off. After that, you see them disappear. You know, they have enough orders, they disappear, they send you counterfeit products. Yeah,
Okay,
and
Tony.
yeah,
Before you continue, because the two girls would like to ask some question. I'd like you to meet the two ladies on the side. I will start with the founder, owner, okay, of Mary Grace, and let's welcome Grace Barrios, mentor Grace. Good morning, Grace.
Good
hi,
morning.
Hi, good morning, Sir
Morning.
Tony.
Grace.
And
Yeah.
Sir
And
Mark.
also on my left, let's meet the founder of Yearlock, Miss Joanne Tan. Good morning, Joanne.
Hi. Good
Good morning.
Hi.
morning.
So we
Hi.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. So we hear a lot of tips from Singapore through Tony. Okay, maybe before we let go of Tony, because Tony, Singapore is a very busy country, especially Tony. Okay, Tony will be uh, accepting question before we let him go. One question
Yeah,
is,
sure, sure. No, 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 no issue.
huh? Tony, come again.
Yeah, okay. No
Yeah,
One
problem.
go
question
ahead.
for the girls before we let you go, because I
Yeah.
know you're very busy, man.
No, I'm okay for now. Okay, I put aside the time for you. Yeah.
Mm.
They want to ask question.
Yeah, sure.
One question only from Grace and Arnold, and one from Joanne. Then after that,
Okay.
Chef
I can let you
Chef
go.
Tony,
You're a busy man.
um,
Yeah.
just want to ask, what's the acceptance of the Singaporeans on the ice cream, crocodile ice cream that you have created? Did you introduce it to Singapore, and how was the acceptance of the Singaporeans?
Okay. Joanne, I know you are okay. You are talking about the crocodile ice cream. What do you call in Singapore, because we only have one farm. Okay, crocodile farm, and we because we need the crocodile eggs to do it, right? But what happened is in Singapore it's not available. It's not available
Mm.
because we have crocodile is a very different trade altogether. It's controlled by CITES, okay, the Convention on International Trade, the endangered species. So to trade the eggs is not going to be easy. And eggs is a controlled item in Singapore. We cannot just want to import eggs. We import eggs. It has to go through a series of tests and a lot of what you call. So we did not created the ice cream in Singapore. Okay, so what happened is, but is available in Davao City, right? Okay, if you go to Davao Crocodile Park, you can always buy ice cream. But it's very cheap. It's about 30 peso, 40 peso. That's about it. Because we want it for the masses right there in Davao City. Yeah.
Can I have a
Okay.
follow up question from, because for information, Tony, Joanne is our ice cream queen.
I
You know.
know. I know.
I
I know.
Oh, wow.
I, I read her profile.
What can you advise to
Wow.
Joanne? What
Okay.
can you advise to
Ice cream,
Joanne being a chef?
man. Ice cream, selling ice cream is selling happiness. Everybody wants to
Oh,
be
Yeah.
happy, especially during this drink and boom. Okay, ice cream sales actually does very well. So does the bubble tea, because why? It
wow.
the sweetness actually calms us despite diabetes and all this kind of thing. But it is the mental sweetness. It's the a sweet aftertaste that we want because we are also stressed. Okay, so those who are doing ice cream actually should do well in this spirit, right? We have a few new franchises from the Philippines that set up in Singapore. Okay, like the Maxis ice cream and all, right? Maxis Mango and all them, and they sell ice cream and things like this also. So all these are what you call all these are opportunities. But the problem with ice cream, okay, in Singapore is they are spoiled for choices. Yeah, they are spoiled for choices. So unless you can come up with something really good, unique, and what you call iconic. Do a hello hello ice cream lah, Joanne, and then try to market it to the world.
Okay,
Sure,
Okay,
sure,
Tony,
that is
sure.
my free
No
advice
for
to
problem.
you.
information,
Okay,
Tony,
do a
Tony,
hello hello ice cream. ice
For your
popsicle,
information,
No
po,
summer
problem.
Venice. Okay, market it to the world. Abaya will
yeah,
bring it to Singapore. Don't worry, I will help you penetrate the market.
yes.
I would,
Wow,
I would, I would.
that's an
Okay,
It's
opportunity.
a challenge,
Okay.
and then
I want
challenge
to,
accepted.
yes.
okay, go ahead. That's the way we have to help each other, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
Okay.
this
yeah.
is how Abaya, brother Abaya has connections all over, right? And
Yeah, thank you.
as such now, you know, new products try to help each other, and what
Mm-hmm.
you call general products like ice cream and all these are specialized. Okay,
Okay.
and if it is halal, you can get to anywhere in the world because halal is considered clean and
Yeah.
good,
And healthy.
right?
Mm,
Okay, clean
agree.
Okay.
and good. To me, it's nothing about religion. It's nothing. It's an additional safety feature. Okay, it's an
Okay.
additional feature, safety feature, clean and good stuff. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's go to Grace Barrios. You know, please bring us
Okay,
your
hello,
business,
hello, ice cream. Yes,
the
Grace.
business of Grace about herbs. Huh? Herbs. He has,
Yes.
aside from Mary Pan,
Yeah,
he's also the
I
founder
saw.
of Ricardo. You know Ricardo?
Yeah,
The thing you put in cooking. Grace,
yeah.
maybe you can ask me about it.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
Grace.
Yes. You mentioned already about e-commerce, right? So, what are
Yes.
your platforms in delivering the products to the clients now?
Say again. I couldn't hear you properly. It's a bit too soft here.
Medyo lakas ka, Grace. Lakasan mo yung boses mo.
Okay.
Yan,
You
yan, yan, yan.
mentioned you mentioned about e-commerce, sir.
Yes.
Yes. What are your platforms now you are using to reach your clients through online? Since your products
Okay.
is also perishable.
I don't what you call really do my own e-commerce now. Okay. Too much of logistic nightmare. Too much of so I develop. I help. I'm just like brother Abaya now, helping people develop their products through my dedicated channels of exposure using e-commerce, right?
So you
It's not
have
my
your
own.
own
It's not
website.
my own platform. You need your
Uh,
own platform. You do it on your own platform, or you have third party local platform to do it for you. But it must be a trusted platform, okay? And together with brother Abaya, I can probably get you some trusted platforms that you can put your products on, right? So that and also there are a lot of international platforms like Lazadas and all this, where you can use uh, and Ratemark and all this. They are tested and proven platforms, right? Depending on which part of the world you want to go, okay, you put it on the platform that serves the best, okay, territorial demography suited for your product. So it's not
Okay.
the product is suited everywhere in the world. So you must know your customers. Okay, how much of what you call your dedicated customers will be like how what's the population of Filipinos in Singapore who will be able to buy your products and at what price,
Mm,
your positioning, okay, and what products to push here. Not everything can come, okay,
okay.
right? If everything
Yeah.
can comes, then you know it will overwhelm all the things, and overwhelming is no good. It becomes a price war. Right? We don't
Okay.
want to be dragged
That,
into a price war. We
yeah,
want to
that's a
be
nice
Uh,
dragged into
insight,
a
Chef.
quality war, Okay, quality war is
Yes.
something that you promise quality value for quality to your customers. Okay, and your customers you have to divide into two batches, the niche, okay, and the mass.
The
So your
mass, yeah.
product may have to have two categories. One is for the niche, which is your quality customers, and the other one is for your mass, right? So, like for example, for Joanne, Filipinos. There are quite a lot of Filipinos in Singapore. In
Yeah.
well, your ice cream, is then your niche will be the
The
Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Mm.
And
The
then mass
mass
market
will
for the
be Singapore.
Singaporeans.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Right.
Penetration.
so penetration.
Urban.
Okay.
Maybe
Mainstream market
Arnold,
How
maybe
basically.
about
follow-up
Grace?
question. Arnold,
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe
Yeah.
follow-up question, Arnold.
Chef, uh, I was just thinking, uh, could there be a market with a fusion of a Singaporean and a Filipino dish? Well, if you combine it to come up with
Ah,
a new dish.
as as fusion. Well, food is
Fusion.
going through gentrification now. Okay, because of the millennium migration. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so gentrification is going on. But in Singapore, what you call it is still very uh what you call now Singapore because of COVID-19, they're going a step back. They're taking
Mm-hmm.
heritage, okay, remembering our past because they are afraid that we eventually forget our past as we negotiate and navigate
Okay.
to the future. So the food trend in Singapore for this year, and because of our situation now, is going retro. So fusion food is not really an ideal place at the moment.
At the moment,
But
yeah. Okay.
yeah, at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because people are starting to cook at home. So
Yeah.
food ingredients, okay. So when they cook at home, they don't do fusion because fusion are normally done by chefs like us,
Yeah.
right? Where we know how to use the profile of and the
Mhm.
character of every uh,
Product.
ingredients and herbs
Ingredient.
and
Ingredients, yeah.
spice. Yeah, right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
To fuse them. Food fusion isn't easy. The wrong fusion will give you Frankenstein. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? A wrong fusion will give you Frankenstein.
Yeah. Yeah.
Food
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
poison come from the same source.
Yeah.
Okay, and I
Okay,
think
sorry, Tony, that's it. I would like to thank you, to say thank you to you, Tony, for your
Yeah.
valuable time. I know
Thank you,
you're a busy
chef.
man, chef.
Thank you very much,
Uh,
Chef.
I hope this will be not the last, but the first of the series of your tip and guesting to give us the update in Singapore. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
okay,
Chef.
chef.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
okay,
much for the
thank
valuable
you.
inputs.
Bye bye.
Okay, Joanne, I look forward to your hello ice cream,
Hello, hello,
or
ice
Oh,
ice
no
cream.
problem.
cream,
Sure. Keep in touch.
yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's hear pwede tayo magtagalog. Oh, Joanne, paano ba yan?
Hello. Hi, Bart.
Ano ba yung experience? Kasi gusto na marinig ng mga, di ba, Arnold, ano? Ano ba
Yeah.
yung mga experience ng mga babae na to, mga Iron Lady, the
Yun.
pandemic
Mm-hmm.
celebrity online seller, businesswoman, mentor,
Kaya marami
how to
nag-aabang.
survive this pandemic crisis in doing such business like your industry in the ice cream, the milk tea, and so forth,
Mm-hmm.
Joanne. It's your
Actually,
time.
sobrang hirap, sobrang challenging, pero, sobrang challenging kasi all of a sudden biglang nawala lahat.
Mhm.
Biglang nawala ng students lalo na ice cream, ang client namin is students, walang schools, lahat biglang nawala, all of a sudden isang iglap lang. Tapos, pero siyempre, nandun pa rin yung, drive na kailangan namin mabuhay basically, tapos
Hmm.
kailangan namin maitawid itong problema na 'to ng kahit ganito yung challenge na nafe-face namin. So, yung nag-start kami lalo na nung kasagsagan ng quarantine nung ECQ, mid-March.
Mhm.
Nag-start kami nasa bahay lang. Tapos so hanggang sa ano ba walang ginagawa, wala kaming ginagawa sa bahay. So try kaya natin na ibenta ng mga raw materials natin. Pa-online-online. Doon nagsimula pa isa-isa tapos hanggang sa may nag-i-inquire, tapos hanggang sa nakakabenta, then kahit papaano, ayun na, nung nakita na, uy, nakakabenta na kami, pa isa-isa, pa 100, 200 pesos, ganyan. Tapos hanggang sa dagdagan namin ng items, hanggang yung uncle ko nagpadagdag na ng items, uy, nakakabenta ka, Joanne. Try mo
Mhm.
kaya magdagdag ng ng mga kasi uncle ko nagpo-produce naman ng tofu, tokwa, ganyan, taho. Tapos soya, ganyan. Try mo kaya John ibenta. Sabi ko, sige, wala problema. Padala mo ako ng samples para mapicturean namin. So, ayun. Doon pa rin, picture, online. Tapos may mga nag inquire hanggang sa meron na mga wild clients na meron ka bang ganitong products? Sabi ko, pwede bang ganitong products? I-integrate yung basically yung milk tea and then yung mga other materials na binibenta namin online. Sabi ko, mukhang pwede naman as yung sinabi ni chef, meron somehow knowledge kami meron kaming personally, meron akong knowledge or medyo hands-on ako when comes to laboratory. So, pwede
Oh.
naman kasi ganito yung lasa ng isa, ganito yung lasa ng ganyan. So, pag in-integrate natin, very, very Pinoy, very, very Pinoyish. So, yung output. So, parang nag-start na, yun, kahit papaano, nakakabenta siya. And then, dahan-dahan, dadagdag na ng mga other SKUs na mga pwedeng ibenta online. So, nag-open ng mga Shopee, Lazada account, pati sa Facebook, medyo active din. So nag-inquire sila, how much, ganyan, how much, tapos ano yung anong lasa to, okay ba tong lasa na to, hanggang sa nag-feedback yung mga client, sis, okay naman yung lasa nitong ganitong flavors, and then patok sa takilya, tapos magsisend ng mga ng pictures na ang haba ng pila sa kanya, or yung comments, or yung iba
Hmm.
naman online, nagko-comment na mini-screenshot tapos parang, uy, ang sarap ng ganitong flavors mo, ganyan. So parang yun yung naging isa sa mga drive na parang, uy, hindi naman pala ibig sabihin na lockdown, pandemic, quarantine, shutdown na lahat, wala nang pag-asa basically. And in fact, yun yung naging driving force na parang we need to get ourselves to a greater heights basically kasi kahit na merong pandemic na nangyari or merong pangit na nangyari basically kaya natin itawid ito, i-sustain ito, and in fact i-conquer ito kasi meron pa ring opportunities doon. Again, nandun pa rin yung mga cravings ng tao, nandun pa rin yung kagustuhan ng mga tao, nandun nga lang sa bahay. Tapos, earlier this morning, I was surprised kasi kala ko parang wala nang bibili ng ice cream kasi takot yung mga tao na maubo. Kasi basically, kala nila maging positive na sila, ganyan. Earlier this morning, na-shock lang ako na parang merong isa sa mga client nag-report. Parang sabi niya, uy, ang dami ng benta ng ice cream ko, tapos kulang na yung stock, na-stock out na daw siya. Sabi ko,
Wow.
uy, ayos pero hindi ko ini-expect na ganon ma-stock out siya. Kasi supposed to be ample yung supply. Ample yung supply para sa kanila. Tapos parang, uy, ang bilis, na-short out, na-stock out. Oo, pila-pila yung mga dito, yung mga bata dito. So, nandun pa rin yung demand ng mga tao, nandun pa rin yung cravings ng tao. Tapos parang yung client na to, nangungulit pa o Sunday ngayon so far. So, parang nangulit na wala na akong stocks, paano na yung benta, ganyan, sayang, Sunday, malakas pa naman. Sabi ko, uy, okay pala to. So, kahit pandemic din pala, mabubuhay at mabubuhay. In fact, yung even yung mga naka-skeletal force kasi kami. So sa office. So hindi namin kaya mapa-open up para sa yung balik sa normal na schedules pero what we share basically is parang, oh, kahit naka-skeletal force ka sa bahay, total naman may mga knowledge ka na. So, ito na lang yung gawin natin. So, pwede natin pagkakitaan ang isang bagay na alam na natin, may idea na tayo, pero at the same time, following rules and regulations ng government, stay at home, social distancing, nandun ka pa rin naman sa bahay eh. So, sa online lang, sa chat, chat lang, tapos may order siya, tapos iasikasuhin mo lang yung inquiries niya, sagutin mo lang, tapos eventually, matatrust ka ng client, tapos magre-repeat order siya na magre-repeat order sa'yo, hanggang sa, uy, pasalamat ha, kasi tinuruan mo ko, ganyan. So, merong mga progress na ganun. And nakakatuwa lang, nakakatuwa isipin kasi kahit kahit anong mang challenge na nangyari sa atin, we can strive, and then kaya natin to maitawid eh. So basically sa diskarte lang, sa tiyaga lang, tapos also following yung guidelines ng government. Stay at home. Nandun ka pa rin naman sa bahay eh. As per what you said, Sir Ismael, sa bahay, basically, ang kitchen mo, ang iyong factory. So, nandun na lahat, kaldero, LPG, tapos konting ingredients, tapos open mo lang, tapos nandun pa rin yung mga tao. Kakain pa rin at kakain yan eh, kahit na pandemic eh. So, nandun pa rin. So, may bibili at may bibili. Tapos, kahit pa paano maitatawid mo rin yung pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan. So, nandun yung part na, uy, wow, kahit papaano, nakakatulong din pala ako sa mga, sa economy natin. Pero, of course, compliance sa requirements. Staying at home, stay safe. So, basically yun, nakakatawa isipin.
Joanne,
And
may
then, yes.
mo, bigla mo, ice cream ang kinukwento mo eh.
Ano, no?
Eh,
Ano?
Ma'am Joanne, question. In terms of, you were mentioning kanina yung you made some innovations, no? Para parang pwedeng paano ngayon nakokontrol yung for example, yung quality when you get to pass it dun sa mga distributors or reselling it. So, may guidelines din ba sila on how to mix, how to
So pagka ganon, ang ginawa namin, since normally before, tinuturuan namin hands-on prior to pandemic, pre-COVID to.
Correct.
Pero since we can't travel, may travel restrictions, mahigpit si LGU, what we do is we created a video, tapos we post it either sa page namin or sa YouTube. Tapos, parang from there, or pag kunyari may nagtatanong sa clients via phone, paano to, paano dyan? So, ina-assist namin, pwedeng ganon. Or pwedeng, sir, try po natin tong, isasend namin yung link ng YouTube or yung Facebook page namin. Sir, try nyo pong sundin tong process na to. So, lahat nandun na, lahat. Basically, ang gagawin na lang niya, i-follow, saka i-execute niya yung procedures. And then, so, all the raw materials, basically, alam namin, pre-formulated namin eh. So, prior namin siya i-release, chine-check muna namin siya, paano namin siya, anong lasa nito, kamusta, shall be, ma-fit ba to sa panlasang Pinoy. So, iti-testing namin sa mga tao. So, generally, it would have an acceptance rate of mataas, 95, 100, 99, ganyan. So, bago namin i-launch, pag na-accept siya, then from the time, yun, kakreate namin ng videos, tapos, kahit na nasan siya, let's say, meron kaming client nasa somewhere sa Caloocan part. Yes, we can travel, pero syempre, we'd rather follow the rules and regulations of the government. So, hindi namin alam, sabihin sa amin ng client, hindi namin alam paano eh. Okay, walang problema. So, send the video, send the link. We even have a client there in Batangas. Hindi kami marunong eh. Hindi kami makatravel. So, basically, send the link. send the link, copy, paste, follow the procedure. So pag hindi mo alam, chat mo kami, tapos more than happy kami to answer you via chat. So nandun yung point na bali step by step guide na yun, nandun sa videos. Apart from that,
Mhm.
kunyari may questions sila na hindi nasagot sa video, so chat niya kami. Sasagot din naman kami, ganito, ano nangyari, ganito gawin mo kasi malamang sa kalahati, ganito nangyari, tama ba?
Mm.
Oo. So yun, dun siya yung guideline. So somehow nafa-follow pa rin yung um, output na dapat na lasa ng product.
Yeah.
Mega.
Meron akong follow-up question.
Sige, Arnold, sige.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Marami akong tanong
So,
eh. Excite ako.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh.
Excite.
So, meron kasing ang nangyayari ngayon recently, yung mga nakikita natin yung mga kaibigan natin, Facebook friends natin, at one point nagfa-follow sila ng ay eto ngayon yung mabenta, ganito gagawin ko. Tapos
Mm-mm.
after some time biglang babagsak yung basically it's parang pare-pareha sila eh. Kung ano yung makita, yun na.
Gaya-gaya.
Gaya-gaya, right? But
Ah, so,
the way I'm hearing it
yes.
right now, kasi parang it makes it interesting to know na the business concepts that you do, teka, may maganda yung potential nito, no? So, for example,
Mm-mm.
I will use myself as an example. Miss Joan, kung magsisimula ako ng business at gusto kong matuto nung yung business mo, paano ang means of communication? How do we start?
We can start with either asking via dun sa Facebook Messenger or Facebook ng company.
Mm.
So nandun naman may chatbot naman doon.
Mhm.
Meron din number. Pwede mag-inquire, and then from time to time somehow nababasa ko rin yung chat messenger na yun eh. So sumasagot din ako.
Oo.
Tapos from there. So yun. Kahit na as far as parang may nasagot ako, parang Bicol, yung mga ganun.
Yeah,
So,
yan.
e-commerce na siya eh. So, sasagot na lang. Tapos, pag kunyari, nagkaka-challenge, tawag telephone, o ganyan-ganyan, gawin mo, ganito, ganyan.
Mm.
So, from there, dun siya dun naman siya nasosolve yung problem. And then, so far, yung mga na-experience ko, yung problem ng client is very, very minor eh.
Mhm.
Tapos na-solve na siya, natanong niya yung tanong, tapos na-solve namin, na-share namin yung sagot sa kanya, um, what to do, and then future hindi na siya magkaroon ng problem. Yun yung so far na na-experience ko, nakita ko,
Yeah.
very minor lang yung problem, tapos na-solve siya, and then naging long term siya, naging effect. In terms naman dun sa gaya-gaya part, well, nandun na rin yung part na gaya-gaya part. We always when we see things na merong umaandar, nagka-copy tayo. Pero it's not
Mm.
always the part that we copy everything. So somehow
Yeah, yeah.
dun magbo-boil down on how we need to innovate things,
Innovate. Yes.
how creative our minds. So our
True.
minds naman kasi it's broad. So we don't need to copy everything and then attack everything via pricing. So
Correct. Yeah, yeah. Yun.
pricing is one thing na something na magpapahirap sa'yo or boom sa'yo, basically. So if we attack
Yeah, yeah.
everything ng pricing without knowing what's the problem behind us, or what's the problem of the market. So basically, we're basically doing things the wrong way. So
Mhm.
ang
Agree.
akin, ang point ko is parang check what's the problem of the market or anong sentiments nila, and then from there you attack that problem. Ano ba, ma-pricing ba talaga yan, or wala, or kasi
Yeah.
parang people are not buying, is it because of pricing, you're pricing your product too expensive, or
Yeah.
maybe there's no money lang talaga outside because there's no economy. So that's one thing. And then dun papasok yung barter ni Barter
Mm.
King. And then you don't have money, okay, no problem. You have other X deal. So you have other products which you can which you can trade to others,
Mhm.
and then for in replacement dun sa product that you desired, like kunyari going back, whatever that product, so you can start from there, and then from there yung X deal na yon pwede na siyang on the second, on the third, pag nag-prosper na siya, you can always buy cash na. So, kahit yung first
Yeah.
one lang, lalo pa ngayon, pandemic, ang hirap ng pera. So, meron at meron magagawang paraan. Imposibleng wala.
Yeah. Actually, I like the point you raised, no. It's not all about pricing, no. So, kasi a lot of people would think in order to be successful, we need to lower the price. So if the competition lowers it, lower it again, then lower it again. So
Mm,
until the business becomes
would
dead,
flunk.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So that's a
We
good
can
point.
we can't compete with like example us Pinoys, we cannot compete with a bigger manufacturing company who can
Mhm.
produce much more volume compared to us, eh. So definitely their pricing when they produce their product, it's much cheaper compared to us. So what's that
Correct.
something with that company that they cannot produce that we can produce? So somehow it all boils down to how creative we are, how innovative we
Yes.
are, or how we capture the market, or maybe we service our products or clients with a we service it better compared to competitors. Maybe they're so big they cannot handle. Maybe that's one part.
Mm-hmm.
So we look at that angle that, and then from there, if our client, even if it's they're small, everything starts from small. So and then as we take care of them, they grow bigger and bigger. So
True.
that's one factor. So it's not everything about pricing, and then we just
Yeah.
make sure that our pricing is something that's affordable, or something that is that makes sense, basically, quote unquote, on the market that we're targeting to. So as what
Mm-hmm.
Chef Tony mentioned earlier, are we targeting our niche product, or are we targeting our mass
The
consumers?
mass.
So if it's mass
Yes.
consumer, it's a different strategy. If it's niche market, it's different strategy. So
Yeah.
we customize our strategy based on what we think our market is. Same goes with the
Le-
pricing.
yeah. Well explained, no?
Ako,
So.
Joanne, ano, marami kasi nagtatanong sa akin about yung nasa mall ko, eh. Kasi I know Joanne is most of his of her site businesses is in the mall. Eh marami tayong mga micro entrepreneur nasa mall. Anong strategy ginawa mo sa mall?
Mm.
Sa sa malls, basically, ngayon sa malls is walang tao. Lahat ng tao sa mall supposed to be napunta dun sa community, kasi like papasok ka sa mall, like kunyari bata, hindi siya basta-basta makapasok, eh, kasi guard pa lang ihaharang na siya. Oy, tasan na yung
Mm.
quarantine pass mo? Uy, bawal ka kasi you're less than 18 years old, you look like less than 18 years old, so you're not allowed to go inside the mall. There's this barrier, eh. So the client would want to spend, there's this barrier. So basically, which we understand kasi they are following the rules and regulations of the government, and then social distancing and all. So that's one part. What we did as a portion of the strategy is we somehow the one that we had mall there is we ask our dicers, we basically ask our dicers to have talk to their brothers, talk to their sisters, or somebody who's capable of delivering the product. So, and then yung sister na yon or yung brother na yon, siya yung magmamarket ng product. Like, kunyari, si sister, um, si sister bibili dun sa dicers namin, and then from there si sister magde-deliver, so they add up like 10 pesos, 20 pesos for the service fee or convenience fee, and then
Mm.
so two ways yung nag-earn, si dicer namin, si employee namin, one. Number two naman, si sister niya, si sister ni dicer, kasi because of the convenience fee. So basically dalawa yung na solve na problem, or dalawa yung napakain. So pero
That's
yes,
good.
medyo challenging talaga ngayon. Sobrang challenging. Lahat, you basically think, nasan ba yung market? Ano ba yung gusto ng market? So, ang dami mong iisipin as compared to before. Medyo, um, medyo ano na lang, you just need to follow nandun na lahat eh. Strategize ka na lang. Dito, kakapain mo pa, tapos from there, then you strategize what you need to do. So, yun yung so far na nangyari sa amin ngayon.
Okay. Tutuloy natin bukas, Joanne, Grace. Ang bilis ng oras. Grace,
Oo nga.
tuloy natin bukas. I'm inviting you both, kasi tomorrow we'll be focusing on the product. Kasi ngayon, para nag-mentoring na tayo, startup lang, di ba? Tomorrow, 1 to 2, Grace, Joanne, invited ko kayo para doon sa show natin yun,
Sure.
Halal Home TV Shopping. Ha? Any
Oh,
parting
that's
words
great, Halal.
for Grace, Arnold, Joanne, and Tony? Okay? So it's already 2 p.m. Any parting words, Grace? Grace, hello. Can you hear me, Grace? Can
Medyo
you hear
ano
me,
lang,
Grace?
ay,
Mahina,
sorry.
ano? Oh, mahina yung ano mo, yung sound. Oh.
Ito ba?
Tomorrow, narinig mo ako?
Ayan po.
Ah, tomorrow, tuloy natin sa 1 to 2 ng Halal Sorry. Any parting words before we end the show?
Ayun.
Grace.
Yun, like sinabi ni Ma'am Joanne, nung time na pandemic, medyo challenging rin. And also, hindi yun naging parang hindrances for us, entrepreneur, na mag-stop. So, ito pa yung malaking opportunity sa atin na magkaroon ng maraming ideas na pwede nating ibigay sa mga followers or sa mga clients natin or sa mga resellers natin. Yun yung nagawa namin, na-create namin in this pandemic time. So, nag kami, nag-research and also nag-check and balance kami ng mga products na essential na yun yung tinake namin as advantage namin kasi preparedness rin naman kasi ang kailangan natin eh. We got to be prepared doon sa mga projects na kailangan natin i-adapt right now. So, yun yung naging strength namin this time. So, yun lang po.
Yeah. Alam mo, bukas pakinggan natin si Grace kasi marami siyang i-discuss about the depression during pandemic, Arnold. Yun,
Yeah,
di ba,
okay. That's good.
almost kulang na lang, mag-dispe, di ba?
Yeah.
Si Grace, magbibigay siya ng talagang living testimonial about mga friends niya, mga kakilala na natulungan niya. Alam mo, si Grace, dapat siya, ang tawag ko dyan, doktora eh. Doktora Grace. Yan. Bukas, abangan nyo ha. Tapos, Joanne, any parting words before we end the, and next, Arnold?
Okay.
Challenge, take it as with open arms. So, yung challenge na to, ito yung supposed to be mag-bring sa'yo to a greater heights.
Wow, thank you.
Okay.
Arnold?
Yeah. So basically, summing up the entire discussion for today, no, my biggest take would be any business is experiencing the challenge, no, but beyond the challenge is an opportunity. Now, the only way to cope up with everything is to pivot the business, no? So narinig natin, pinivot sabi ni Chef Tony, sabi ni Ma'am Joanne. I'm sure si Ma'am Grace tomorrow, she will also be sharing how she was able to pivot. So word for the day, pivot. Pivot tayo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magaling, ano? And also, yung word for the day na sinabi ni Tony, natandaan ko, yung parang innovate, change,
Yeah.
or perish. Tama ba? English kasi. Hirapan ako eh. Ayun, sinuot ko na yung aking salukot. Being a Filipino. Okay. So, paano yun? See you again, Grace, Joanne tomorrow. Discuss natin about
Sure.
product.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mga guys, mga viewer natin, thank you very much. And
Thank you.
Sunday also
Bye-bye.
for the Barter King Show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
From deep in my heart. alam mo naman, love na love ko Singapore, aside from Europe, Paris, Asia, and will be entertained, inspired, and educated with our guest and my co-host. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
thank
much.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye
Bye.
bye.